Well, there's 4 changes with so many games coming up. That's not a big surprise. David De Gea in goals, had a good Premier League season, 32 appearances, just 24 goals conceded. The back 4 this season, the fullbacks change out, rotate out, rested if you like. Luke Shaw comes in at left back, and the versatile Ashley Young plays at right back. And midfield that we'll see Michael Carrick holding, and we've got Wayne Rooney in there, Rebecca. He could play in a higher position in behind as a number 10 in behind the striker, but I have him in there at the moment with Herrera on the other side of Michael Carrick. But when you look at the front 3, youth and pace, that's what it's all about. Martial probably from the left-hand side, Rashford in his preferred position through the centre, and Lingard on the right-hand side.
United have lost only 3 games all season long. Here's their manager, Jose Mourinho.
Lots in goals, 6 clean sheets in 34 Premier League appearances for him, and it's recognised your goalkeeper has to play well if you're going to get something from Old Trafford. It's a pretty regular looking back 4. Mawson and Fernandes, the centre-back partnership. They can't afford to make any individual errors that have cost the team in the past. Into midfield, Leon Britton returned to first-team action last week in the win against Stoke. He retains his spot and is flanked by Carroll and Ki Sung-young either side of him. And the attacking flair comes from Ayew, Sigurdsson and Llorente. Sigurdsson's the key to victory. He's given United problems in the past with 2 goals and 3 assists in his last 5 Premier Leagues against them. And Fernando Llorente has a club-leading 12 goals, keeping him scoring as important if Swansea are going to beat the drop.
It's been a short tenure, but with a 40% win rate, Paul Clement has the best record of any Swansea boss in Premier League history. Here he is.
So away we go, and so continues this exhausting season for Manchester United. Norton. Back for Key. There's a slight not being sustained here by Luke Shaw. There's a generous applause around Old Trafford as Shaw departs the scene. Jordan Ayew in space. It's a good first touch. And the shot was blocked by Eric Bailly. Oh, and then Sigurdsson went in there, and the ricochet almost caught out David De Gea.
Yeah, it's a good first touch from Ayew, but the ball back
Will have the pace against Britton. He has Lingard there in support. Rashford went down, foul given against Britton. And it's a free kick in a promising position. It's going to be a yellow card too for the Swansea captain. And there's only 1 attempt on target on Thursday. It's deep from Blind, and it's a waste. Here's Lingard, onside! And it's a good save by Fabianski. The Polish goalkeeper, Swansea's saviour there.
It was a wonderful ball, matched by a wonderful run. Very, very tight, but time to perfection, isn't it, by Lingard getting in behind the Swansea defence.
Sigurdsson's deep ball in. Once again, it's Rooney. And he was given plenty of space there, Wayne Rooney, and he couldn't make the most of it.
There's far too much space, but it makes the ball, doesn't he?
And the flag stayed down. Manchester United stretched a little bit. Ayew! And the foot of De Gea. And the ball rebounded off him, just missing Sigurdsson, who was charging in.
When the ball was played diagonal, I've got to say, looking at it in 3.
Swansea-Everton next weekend, by the way, 5 o'clock 1 HD and 4K UHD in the Premier League. There's a challenge by Marcus Rashford. That's Jesse Lingard. He's going to try one, Lingard. And off the outside of the boot, was always moving away from Fabianski's goal. The first half, looking to get forward whenever they can. There's Lingard's challenge on Ayew. And a yellow card for Jesse Lingard. Manchester United. And now Martial, can he pick out Lingard? Alfie Mawson was there for Swansea. In goes the corner from Rashford, helped on by Michael Carrick. Herrera is at the far post. And Fabianski gets his hands.
United can cause them no problem.
Lingard through towards Marcus Rashford. Fabianski comes out. Neil Twardrick has a look. Hasn't made his mind up. Wants some help and then says penalty. Well, he had a look at the assistant. He had a long think, and then he pointed to the penalty spot for the Fabianski challenge.
Took his time, Swarbrick. Great little ball from Lingard.
Rooney against Fabianski, and he scores! The Manchester United captain with his 7th goal of the season. He's 252nd for Manchester United. And despite good play by Swansea in the first half, Manchester United have the lead.
Yeah, fantastic penalty. Sends Fabias either own way.
And Herrera. And then Wayne Rooney! Well, it looked for all the world like it was going to be 2-0. It's actually hit the back of Anthony Martial, I think. Fernandez is on the far side. Ayew's with him. Llorente's on the move. That's where it's gone.
Every pace, whip. Just see there, if Llorente misses it, Key is behind him.
There's going to be a real problem now moving forward.
Thursday.
Just wonder, whether moving forward, whether Michael Carrick might have to slot in as a centre-back at some stage.
Forward and put crosses into the box for Llorente. And from Swansea's point of view now with...
Now Anthony Martial! He was struggling, Fabianski, but somehow managed to keep his legs stretched out to stop it.
It ends up being a wonderful save. The deflection there off
It's the 18-yard box, and it's coming from too deep for him.
Martin Olsen, who's coming on. Olsen quickly into the action here, and Ashley Young met him firmly. And the decision goes Manchester United's way. I think the Swansea supporters at that side of the stadium wondered whether things might be levelled up here.
Yeah, you can.
And then Sigurdsson, who's lacking. Now Antonio Valencia, they're queuing up in the middle. If he can get the cross right, he's gone for goal himself. He's back out again, the gamesmanship. It's Sigurdsson. Oh, that is brilliant. What a free kick from Gylfi Sigurdsson. Back amongst the goals and back with an absolute beauty.
Yeah, he picked the smallest man in the wall, which was Ashley Young. Herrera was to and froing back on the post. But just watch this from Sigurdsson. See Herrera there. If he stays there, that goal doesn't go in. He sprints out, and then Sigurdsson, just watch where he puts this ball up.
Got scored for 10 matches, Sigurdsson. What a way to get back amongst the goals. It's onto his right foot where he prefers it in towards Jesse Lingard and straight to Fabianski. Lingard is so well initially to maintain his balance to get the header goalwards in the first place.
Yeah.
Mkhitaryan into Martial. Martial's gone down, free kick. A few Swansea players who are appealing for a handball by Martial, but the verdict's Rashford's free kick, whipped in with... Dinked in by Sigurdsson. Llorente's free! What a chance! What a chance for Swansea! Onside, only...
United let Swansea back into this one. It's a share of the points, so let's take a look how it's affecting the Champions League race. Jose Mourinho's Manchester United stay in 5th place on 65 points. They've played a game more than City above them.
Well, there's 4 changes with so many games coming up. That's not a big surprise. David De Gea in goals, had a good Premier League season, 32 appearances, just 24 goals conceded. The back 4 this season, the fullbacks change out, rotate out, rested if you like. Luke Shaw comes in at left back, and the versatile Ashley Young plays at right back. A midfield that will see Michael Carrick holding, and we've got Wayne Rooney in there, Rebecca. He could play in a higher position in behind as a number 10 in behind the striker, but I have him in there at the moment with Herrera on the other side of Michael Carrick. But when you look at the front 3, youth and pace, that's what it's all about. Martial probably from the left-hand side, Rashford in his preferred position through the centre, and Lingard on the right-hand side.
United have lost only 3 games all season long. Here's their manager, Jose Mourinho.
Lots in goals, 6 clean sheets in 34 Premier League appearances for him, and it's recognised your goalkeeper has to play well if you're going to get something from Old Trafford. It's a pretty regular looking back 4. Mawson and Fernandez, the centre-back partnership. They can't afford to make any individual errors that have cost the team in the past. Into midfield, Leon Britton returned to first-team action last week in a win against Stoke. He retains his spot and is flanked by Carroll and Ki Sung-young either side of him. And the attacking flair comes from Ayew, Sigurdsson and Llorente. Sigurdsson's a key to victory. He's given United problems in the past with 2 goals and 3 assists in his last 5 Premier Leagues against them. And Fernando Llorente has a club-leading 12 goals. Keeping him scoring is important if Swansea are going to beat the drop.
It's been a short tenure, but with a 40% win rate, Paul Clement has the best record of any Swansea boss in Premier League history. Here he is.